Oh, it's live on the YouTube. Let's see. All right, Shawapar, we ready up. Yeah, that man name is, we're gonna call him Arab Shakur. So we got a 30-day.
Yeah, Con. Yeah. You got 30 days. No, how about we handle this today? No. Give you a straight no. A lot. Apologize for what? Hit him with a lot. Apologize for what, man? For standing up to Arab supremacy? Yeah, we seen that video. I made a response too. We gonna get into it. I mean, let me reiterate the reason why I'm doing this video is for our people to identify Arab supremacy and the black faces behind Arab supremacy, man. Shout out to my brothers in New York, man. Y'all got to deal with a lot of Arab supremacy now because your mayor's an Arab now, right? And you're gonna hear the Muslims big up themselves. They're gonna park in the middle of Times Square and do a prayer. They're gonna stop traffic and roll a blanket out and do a prayer. You're gonna be trying to get on the train to go somewhere. They're gonna stop the train and roll out blankets and do prayers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I used to be one. You right. You right. You definitely right.
they gonna feel like they superior. They gonna try to bully anybody that believe in the Bible. They yeah, they gonna feel like they run the city, man, and let you even stick up for yourself or your nation, man. They're gonna make you feel like the biggest villain ever, man. It's crazy, but it's bound to happen because New York has been Jew York, the Jewish people been running New York, the small hats been running New York a long time, man. The mafia and the Italians and the small hats, they've been running New York for a long time. You know, of course, our people, we run New York as a face of New York. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop, the sports, you know what I'm saying? The things that make people want to come to New York. But I'm talking about the inter mechanisms and the mechanics and the underworld of New York is ran by, them other people, right? So the Muslims, they're trying to do a political and hostile takeover. So we about to see some real race wars come out of this and some other stuff too. But at the end of the day, uh, for my um for my quick little study, and I might have to do a part two to this. But for my quick little study, even the mayor though, that's a Muslim, he's getting backdoor payments from Amalek, so he could like compromise his quote unquote religion and still show love to the LGBTQ uh, uh, LMNOZ, HIV uh, community. You know what I'm saying? So he represented the Skittles too, even though he Muslim, which is a complete contradictory. But only thing that matters to Arabs is that they get money, they get in position, and they over you Negroes. Right? That's why hence we got this lesson. Black faces, black faces of Arab supremacy. So let's get into it. Let's play the video if you can, Bubba Kashal. Play the video from Howard University, the video that started this controversy. Right, the brothers went to Howard and they held it down. Right, beautiful camp. But during the camp, brothers stood on business, and homeboy went crying to the internet. Let's play that.
Okay, Kai. Y'all can see the screen?
God.
Okay.
I got a question. HBCU, what's up? Why is the Quran on the floor? Because we don't believe in the Quran. We don't study the Quran. You know that there's a surah in the Quran. That's disrespectful, bro. That's like, bro. I'm a Muslim myself, bro. I would never. What is your nationality? I'm Moroccan national. It has nothing to do with. Well, okay. Truth of the matter is, this isn't for you anyway. No disrespect, but that's just, it is what it is. The Quran on the floor. It's gonna stay there.
Oh?
I would never stay there, and I never disrespect. But it's dead, bro. Stay there.
Just keep walking, bro. Please. It's okay. Just keep walking. Just keep walking, bro.
We don't follow the Quran up here. We follow
that
the Holy
was
Bible,
crazy, though.
The scriptures of the Lord. I got nothing. 1 2 1 2. No. We good. Okay. But yeah. Do you know?
Hold on.
Trust me, bro. That's our Quran. That's our Quran.
Bro. It's good, bro.
Stay here. Bro. Why the would you say that,
bro.
the police.
Oza, we go. Hey, no. Come on, bro.
Just like a Bible like that.
I understand that, bro. You can't reason.
I don't disrespect your religion, though. Bro, like that hurts, bro. What the he acting tough. I'm a boxer. Smack the shit out of him, bro.
Come on, bro.
He got the Quran on the floor.
Oza, bro. Oza, it's cool, bro. Oza, bro, it's cool, bro.
It's a freedom of speech. You can't go around hitting nobody. Keep it moving.
Are you deaf? He didn't ask you whether you believe or study the Quran. He said, why do you have it on the ground? Young brother, you did right by picking up that Quran and showing them that this is nothing to play with. You should have ran off with it, because none of them fat old men could have caught you. Then the cop gonna say freedom of speech. How is putting the Quran on the ground speech? Do you mean freedom of peaceful assembly? And I'm not telling you to break the law. But next time they on campus, I don't know where you at, but know that you got brothers on rank that'll pull up with you in every city. And it ain't gotta be no violence, just a respectful dialogue. But we gonna get that Quran off the ground, and you gonna know not to disrespect the Muslims.
Yeah, throw out an eye, right? So, you see Muslim Shakur, right? Muslim Shakur talking real heavy, man, talking real spicy about brothers, this, that, and the third, right? But he talking about fat brothers, right? We got a few brothers online that's heavy set, but then, we do have some slim brothers that will run you down. And even the heavy set brothers are not slow. And trust me, if we can't catch you, that staff in the back of your head gonna catch you. Because you ain't gonna run off with our property, regardless if we don't like the Quran or not. That's still our property. You're not running off with our property. And, it's amazing to me why, these guys are acting real tough because, brothers stood on business, stepped on that Quran, like the same way we step on the pictures of white Jesus. I remember that one Passover, brothers was stepping on the Ukrainian flag. Like, brothers are step on all that idol worshiping. We step on business. We stand 10 toes down, 2 hills, 2 souls, all that, right? Brothers stand on business. And yes, brothers could have, reasoned with him a little bit more. Brothers could have, done something other than step on the Quran. But, brothers full of zeal, that's what they did. Granted, but you seen when he first tried to take it up, the Ak was on his back. Sabal had to call that Ak away from him. Then when he actually took it up, the other Ak was on his back, took the Quran from him and put it back on the floor. So, we not no pushovers. We not no Christian pastors. Now, instead of these guys, because Islam's supposed to be the bringers of peace, right? That's why they say shalom alaikum, right? They steal our language, and we say shalom, so they want to say shalom. They say shalom alaikum because he's supposed to be bringing peace. So the brothers don't even ask, like, yo, why you feel that way about the Quran? Like, make a video at least asking, why was the Quran on the ground? Why you feel that way about the Quran? Why does it look like it got stepped on? They immediately take a bully approach, act like they can bully brothers and talk crazy. Like me personally, I receive threatening messages from them. They underneath my post threatening me, threatening my family, all sorts of craziness, right? Because they must be mistaking us for them regular Christians that just, are pushovers. I don't know why, but that's what they probably mistake us from. But basically, this video right here, I think it has 700,000 views, and another one, the original one, I think it has over 700,000 views too. And then there's a channel on Instagram called Muslim Homies, and it has like 600,000 views on that one. So all around, all together on Instagram, this video has like over 1 million views, and that's just on Instagram alone. But the same dude, Muslim Shakur, right? He made another video giving us 30 days. The brother brought it out. You know what I'm saying? They gave us 30 days to apologize, right? Talking crazy, because they got that spirit of Ishmael on them. Do I have a reader today?
Khan.
Who that? Gabash?
Khan.
Shalom, Mak, Yabashim, Shabakata.
Shalom. Yabashima Shabrakatah.
Hey, Salakia Shawapar, do you want me to show the message that you sent me yesterday as well?
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah, let's show that as well. Just to show y'all. Show y'all the same thing. All right, let me show y'all the message that Shawapar was talking about with the threatening post and all of that stuff as well too. All right, can you see the screen?
No, I don't see it yet.
Sure.
Yeah, the brothers, I got like a bunch of requests from them Ishmaelites. They trying to message me, so a lot of the messages sending my requests. I got some threatening messages on my inbox. I got some threatening comments underneath my picture on my Instagram. Because I let them know that we could talk about it and have a dialogue. But these dudes, they feel with the spirit of Ishmael. They don't really want to dialogue. They'll dialogue if they can control the narrative. But in an even civil debate, man, they know they're gonna get cut, so they want to go straight to the violence. Yeah, I see the screen now.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you see the first one. That's the same dude in pink. That Oz guy, the Oz. You
Con,
see what he says.
con.
He said, "We coming for your son. Don't worry."
Well,
You can scroll down a little bit more because there's more. Of course, I'm gonna laugh at him. Let's see, that's what I did. I laughed at him. But scroll down some more. Look, he says, "Can't wait to see you." That's another Islam dude. And the guy said, "Fear the day," right? And then look at this guy says, "Oh, buddy, you messed with the wrong group. You're gonna pay." Yeah, that's like, and that's just a glimpse. You know what I'm saying? They talking real reckless in the inbox and everything. He made a post. I sent you the post, right?
oh, which one?
The one he posted my face and said they coming for me.
Let me see. I think that was on his story.
Yeah, that was on his story.
Yeah,
I
that was on
screenshot
his
it
story.
though.
All right, send me that post so I can share that too.
Let's see. Yeah, I screenshotted that. Like I said, this guy is trying to, use use people to fight the battles he can't fight. Because if he wanted to fight a battle, he could have fought a battle, y'all. He was right there. He could have squared up. You know what I'm saying? He could have squared up and fought for his Quran. He could have went to the car and got his blicky, like he said he was gonna get his blicky, right? But he ain't do none of that. What he did was run to the internet and do what hopefully people fight for his battle. And you see the number one person to step up was Jake.
Con,
Number one person to step up is Jake, saying, "Oh, this, that, and the third," talking crazy about his brothers. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. I just send it to you.
okay. Yeah, he trying to rally the troops.
And mostly Jake. He want Jake to be his cannon
Yeah.
fodder. He want to get us to fight us. That's how they move.
Uh,
Y'all see that?
con.
Con.
So that's how they move it, man. You know, Biblical Shaw, let's get the scripture. We get Genesis 16 and 12. And this goes out to all y'all brothers that's holding camp today too. Stay on point. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in places with a heavy Muslim population like Philly, New York, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? They when they take on the Quran, they take on that Ishmaelite spirit of a wild man. Let's not forget they jumped and killed Albert Bivens. You know what I'm saying? Because he went cutting them in front of a mosque over there in Jersey. So Biblical Shaw, let me get that scripture. Genesis 16,
Con.
12.
Con. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 12. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
You see that? So that's why all of them is bunched up together, right? Over there in the quote unquote Middle East. He dwells in the presence of his brothers. He not scattered. like the Israelites are scattered. You know what I'm saying? Right? And they ready to fight. They ready to fight. They ready to go to war. It's like a Royal Rumble with them. Allahu Akbar.
Boom.
Boom. Right? A wild man. And his hand is against every man, right? But what if our people don't realize that his hand is against them? Then he uses them to fight each other. But his hand is against every man. He don't like you, black man, so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, right? Man, woman, and child. His hand is against you. He's in them corner stores poisoning y'all with everything that he called haram and evil. He's selling it to you. He's taking advantage of your women in the corner stores too. If they come up $2 short, he flirting with them and try to call them Habibi, come in, baby, come to the back and we can work something out. You get store credit. But then all his wives is put away, his 12 wives is put away somewhere upstairs and you can't even see their ankle. They so covered up, but they want to take advantage of our women. They want to fly our women to Dubai and use them as porta potties and have them sleep with dogs for their entertainment. Dogs and goats, they have our women sleep with in Dubai for their entertainment. They're like, okay, you let me sleep with you for 20,000. Would you let me pee on you for 25,000? Would you let me defecate on you for 50,000? Would you let this dog hit it for 60,000? That's what they be doing to our women, and our women that be so worried about carnality and vanity, they be letting it happen, man.
And then they go take the picture with the Louis Vuitton on head wrap on a camel.
Right.
And send it to the States.
Yeah, and send it to the States like I'm living my best life. No, you're living a horrible life right now. You living a horrible life. You're not living no best life. You fronting for the gram, and that's why I never I never found those pictures like real. How can I say real? What's the word I'm looking for? Impressive. You know what I'm saying? I never found a person's real impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you on a camel, so what? Right? It's good that you got that life experience of being to a different place. But if you're being in a different place as a servant, what's the point? If you're being in a different place as a doormat in a porta potty, what's the point? It don't make no sense. It really don't. So Most High forbid our people and our younger sisters look up to other sisters like that and I want to travel. Ooh, I want to see different places. Ooh, I want to ball out. But do you know what comes with that, sister? Are you willing to take that price, pay that price? Because he's a wild man. It's wild to want to defecate on a person. Like that's what you find amusing. That's what you find sexually attractive, defecating on them, or it's just the fact that you want to humiliate them. Like, look what I've done to the daughters of Zion. This is my rulership now. This is my kingdom now. Look what I do to the daughters of Zion. I could defecate, pee on them, and have them sleep with dogs and goats and crazy stuff. And I heard stories that even when a female tries to refuse to do all that other stuff, they'll threaten them and make it seem like they'll kill them and leave their body in somewhere in the sands if they refuse. The simple fact that you even flew up there, now you in a compromised position. You know what I'm saying? You damn near getting sex trafficked now. But that's what happens, man, when our people don't realize that these people are our enemy. Let me get Psalms 83, King. Start at verse 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Hold on right there, right? And that's the point that I was making, that's the worst thing about it. Even worse than them in our hoods taking advantage of us, capitalizing off us, getting millions of dollars or probably billions of dollars they're making off the hood. Who knows? Getting millions of dollars off the hood, sending it back home, not donating nothing back to the hood to make the hood better, keeping our people impoverished, sending us drug paraphernalia and other stuff, uh, making deals with the drug dealers, manipulating our women and taking advantage of them, flying them out and taking advantage of them. The worst out of all of that is the fact that they know who we are. They know who we are, but they cause us to forget who we are as a nation. That the name of Israel or Yasha Allah be no more in remembrance. That's the worst above everything, is that they know who we are and they doing us dirty like that. They know we chosen. They know the Quran says we chosen, especially the Ishmaelites. Some of these Negroes that blindly follow, they act like they don't know. But the Ishmaelites, oh yeah, they know. They study that Quran front to back. They be knowing. They know we the real Jews. That Ishmaelite, what's his name, Nasir, that was the president of Egypt when the Jewish state was founded. The president of Egypt, which was an Ishmaelite at the time, said that there should never be peace in the Middle East because the real Jews left black and came back white. They know who we are. Y'all could all do this test. Y'all could go into y'all Chevron. Y'all could go into y'all gas stations. Y'all could go into y'all corner stores and talk to Ishmael and playfully say it like, hey, I know you are Ishmael. You're son of Ishmael. You know I'm the son of Isaac, right? They're like, yeah, we know. Well, damn, if you know and you always knew, why you be doing my people like that? Why you at least let us know? Because the less we know, the more they could take advantage, the more they could rule, the more money they can make. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Gone.
Yeah, man, that's one of the most wicked things. I say that's the top wickedest thing, that they know who we are, man. It's like you being around somebody and they're like, oh man, I wish I had the best shoes, man. And for some reason they forget they have a closet full of fly shoes. And you don't tell them though. You starting with your shoes, and sometimes you might even go into their closet and take one of their shoes and be like, yo, man, I wish I had a shoe just like those. Man, these are your shoes. Like, but they don't remember for some reason. Know how wicked that is? That's what these nations be doing to us, y'all. Especially the top nations we about to name in Psalms 83. Read on out.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Right? That's it on that, right? That's it on that, right? I just wanted y'all to hear that some of the top nations against us, and part of that top three is Ishmael. He part of the big three. The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmaelites, and Moab. Those are the top three. You know, Moabites ain't so biblical. You know, they be more into their politics and technology. So some of them that are biblical will let us know who we are, but they don't really give a damn about that. They be into a lot of sorcery, a lot of technology, a lot of politics. They want to be dominant, you know what I'm saying? They're strategizing about that. So they don't, a lot of them don't care who we are, but their top people know who we are. Their top people know who we are. But they want to keep us docile too because they make money off of us in the hood. You know, Esau made the most money off of us, and Ishmael make most money off of us too. So they want to cut us off from being a nation and keep us that way. And this is why you have dudes like, you know, Muslim Shakur talking crazy and also giving us a 30-day notice. Aria, I sent you that video too, right? The one off of Facebook when
Yeah,
giving us a
I got
30-day.
it.
Yeah, I want you to play that.
Okay. You got to get your man's out. Muslim Shakur. Good.
Kind of like son be wildin'.
Right.
Yeah, he be wildin'. Talking real greasy on the R&B records.
Jeez, man. Yeah, give him that song, Save Something for Me.
Right.
All right, that video right there. All right. You said the second video, right?
Yeah, the second video when he giving brothers it shows a circle around the Quran.
Okay, I got that one.
Yeah.
All right, let me share that one. Let me share it on it. All right, I'm gonna share it on the iPad. Let's see if Facebook.
Yeah, I just seen you had it up, but I didn't hear it.
All right.
Yeah, you know. He definitely caping for Ishmael, man. You know, and what's crazy is that I really did some studying on him, and he know Ishmael's racist. Like he know that the black Muslims don't get treated fairly. He know, like he know brothers would be mad at what the Ishmaelites and what Islam has done to our people historically, but he don't want to come out of that because he has fame. He has fame and he has a following of Muslims. So he doesn't want to come out of that. So he's selfishly staying into a Arab dominated religion that has no respect for his people or because he has fame and clout. Y'all understand?
God.
God.
Shalom. I
Shalom.
think I think they also believe that they share that religion with them. So even though they think like that, they feel like they don't think that way. So they not gonna leave that religion because they feel they share
This
it
is
with them
for all
Arabs.
Oh, go ahead, Ken.
Nah, that's it.
Okay. All right, it's the video.
Muslims on Howard campus and alumni. This Hebrew Israelite group just disrespected the Muslims and our holy book. So what we gonna do about it?
It's supposed to be a black school.
I got a question.
HBCU. What's up?
Why is the Quran on the floor?
Because we don't believe in the Quran. We don't study the Quran. Do you know that there's a surah in the Quran?
That's disrespectful, bro. That's like, bro, I'm a Muslim myself, bro. I would never.
What is your nationality?
I'm a American national.
Well, okay. Truth of the matter is, this isn't for you anyway. No disrespect, but it is what it is.
The Quran on the floor. It's gonna stay there.
Oh?
I would never stay there, and I never disrespect. But it's dead, bro. Also, just keep walking, bro. Please. It's okay. Just keep walking. Just keep walking, bro.
We don't follow the Quran up here. We follow
That
the Holy
was
Bible,
crazy, though.
the scriptures of the Lord. 1, 2, 1, 2. No. We good. Okay. But yeah. Do you know?
Hold on. Trust me, bro.
That's our Quran. That's our Quran. So put on the
Bro, it's good, bro. Why the f*** did you say that, bro? Oza, the police. Oza, wake up. Hey, no. Come on, bro. Just like a Bible like that. I understand that, bro. You can't reason. Respect your religion, though. Bro, that hurts, bro. What the f***? He acting tough. I'm a boxer. Smack the shit out of him, bro. Come on, bro. He got the Quran on the floor. Oza, bro. It's cool, bro. Oza, bro, it's cool,
Doesn't matter. It's a freedom of speech. Can't go around hitting nobody. Keep it moving.
The Muslims need a public apology from this Hebrew Israelite group, and we need corrective action from this point forward. If we do not get a public apology within 30 calendar days, the Muslim students and alumni will move to ban any non-student Hebrew Israelite groups from doing demonstrations that disrespect Islam or the Quran on campus. Muslim tuition-paying students at Howard should be able to enter a welcoming, safe environment and should not have to succumb to non-student groups disrespecting their way of life, which incites potential violence on campus. The Muslims are united. So whether you're Sunni, Shia, Salafi, Sufi, Deen Muhammad community, Nation of Islam, or more science, if you believe in Allah and the Quran, let's preserve the right for students to practice Islam at Howard University without non-students having the right to openly disrespect them on their campus. So to the Hebrew Israelite group that violated, time is ticking. This is for all.
Yeah, your man's gonna talking spicy, man. Talking spicy. Oh, you got the halal sauce, the spicy sauce on that gyro, boy. Talking spicy, man. He said, "What? So what is we gonna do?" Oh man. So he demands an apology from us. What y'all brothers say?
La
Shalom.
Shalom,
King. Shalom, brothers.
Shalom. When hell freeze over.
Right, that's being nice. We being nice.
Right. Being extremely nice with just a la'ah. Because you could take that Quran and shove it up your gyro, my G, because we don't give a damn. Right? You can get the pita bread and everything with that, man. The hummus. We don't care. Like, us Israelites, man, we have a full understanding of that spirit that's on you. It's like a coon spirit, but it's maximized because you really feel like you're doing something for other brown-skinned people, but these Arabs don't respect you. You know they don't respect you, right? Muslims should call. You know they don't respect you. You know damn well they don't respect you. You know damn well they see you as cannon fodder. They see you as a do boy, and you yelling out different sets talking about it could incite violence. What do you mean incite violence? What you mean by that? Incite violence against who, brother? You know what I'm saying? Violence against who, brother? Like these guys better really, really watch what they're saying, man. Because I tell you the one thing right now, the Muslims ever try to do anything to my brothers, man, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem.
Gone.
Right? It's gonna be a big problem. The only rocks they ain't gonna be kissing ain't gonna be Mecca. It's gonna be the gravel on the floor. There's gonna be some more rocks they kissing. Right? Because we don't play that, man. We want to have a dialogue. We want to talk to our people, but then again, we're not gonna be bullied. So he talking about Muslim alumni, and I don't know why people don't think that uh there's Israelites that go to Howard. Like there's Israelites all over the place, y'all. Right? A lot of people that I was coming across in DC, say, "Oh, we know we Jews. We follow online." Or there was like, Israelites, but with a Christian understanding. Like, I know we Israel, but I still think all nations can be saved. Like, there's more people that know about the truth than he thinks. He probably just thinks that we just a small set of people, and he could bully us by saying there's Muslim alumni. So y'all know I had to, rebuttal. I had to rebuttal, you know what I'm saying, his video with my own video. Before we get into that, I want brothers to bring out Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64, right quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
You see, a lot of our people worship either Christianity or Islam. They worship either Christianity or Islam. That's the wood. The wood is Christianity. And like you see, like a lot of our people are in the Christian church, but then a whole lot of our people are also worshiping that stone, that dusty, dirty stone at Mecca that I've seen get plagued with roaches. I've seen the cobblestone get plagued with locusts. And I seen a cobblestone get hit with dust storms. Like the Most High been smacking up that cobblestone for years now, putting plagues on it. During COVID, the cobblestone was empty. You understand? Like the Most High been putting plagues on that cobblestone, but they still worship it. They worshiping that dumb stone, man. Right? Our people are into that right now. It's a curse, though, y'all. It's definitely a curse for these people to be wrapped up in that Arab religion and Arab supremacy. And being a blackface behind it too is madness, right? So you see him and all that energy he got has the same kind of energy that's Deuteronomy 28:54. Let's get that, King.
28 and 24.
28 and 54.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And all because you caught up in that dumb stone, that God of stone from verse 64. Now you command the act of verse 54. Now your eye is evil towards your brother. Now your brother gotta apologize because he not with all that Arab supremacy. Now you talking about it might be violence. Your eye is evil towards your brother. Now you talking about it might excite violence. What do you mean excite violence? Y'all want to do something? Y'all brothers better watch your mouth, man. Your eye is evil towards your brother. You sinning right now. The Most High will put you to death. You know your eye is evil towards your sister. Because, he definitely know about them girls getting flown out to Dubai. He up with the times. He know what's going on. He know Ishmael be smutting out his sisters. But now his eye is evil towards the wife of his bosom. The children that may come out. He leading them to slaughter, man, by leading them to Islam. Khan?
Come.
And let's not forget about the sub-Saharan slave trade, which was, the precursor to the transatlantic slave trade, man. Matter of fact, let me see how long was that sub-Saharan slave trade.
And Salaki, I got some videos on the locusts and the cockroaches that attack Mecca as well too.
Oh yeah, Khan. Bring out Habakkuk 2:19 and we can play those videos.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 19. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 19. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
Right? There's no breath at all. What's the breath is? The breath that Most High gave Adam. Right? The breath that's being blown into our people right now as we live out Ezekiel chapter 37. That breath, that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? The commandments of the Lord, right? That's that breath is talking about. There's no wisdom in it. But they worship that dumb stone. They got little gold plates around it, around the cobblestone. They worship in that dumb stone. They think that dumb stone is teaching knowledge. The only thing they have in the Quran is just plagiarism from the Bible. They remixed the Bible and threw some damn Arab young white sauce on it, and they think and a little bit of curry on it, and they think they got something, man. They think they got something, but they really are just another rebellion against the Most High. The Quran is just another rebellion against the Most High, especially if they not exalting the children of Israel as the Quran says they should. They said that the sub-Saharan slave trade lasted from ancient times until early 20th century. What century are we in right now, y'all? Who knows what century we in right now? We just got out of the 21st century, right? So we not far removed from the Arab slave trade. There's not a big gap between the Arab slave trade, right, which began in the 16th century and ended some around the 20th century. But really, it never really ended. There's still slaves. There's still modern slavery going on in Sudan. There's still slavery going on in the Congo. And, from my studies, some of the people in the Congo is our people. There's still slavery going on right now dealing with that Arab slave trade. So that sub-Saharan slave trade, they say it stopped in the 20th century. It never really stopped. It just got overshadowed. It got overshadowed with the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? It's like Kobe never stopped playing good, but you know everybody was hyped over LeBron, but Kobe never stopped playing good. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. The sub-Saharan slave trade never really stopped. It's just that the transatlantic slave trade was kidnapping a lot more Israelites and putting up a lot more numbers, and they had a whole new land to store them in. Khan,
Done.
you know, so we can't let none of that slide, y'all. We can't let none of that slide, right? We got to expose it and identify it for what it is, man. And these people that's black faces behind Arab supremacy, we got to call them out. All right, you can play those videos.
Okay, Khan.
Insyaallah para jamaah Kimeng Wangken Tarpi. Oh, tanda apa ini? Tanda apa? Di Mekah. Insyaallah para jamaah.
فقلت استغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا فقلت.
So just those two quick videos. It was speaking about the cockroaches and the locusts that was attacking the mosque and Mecca and everything.
Khan. Yeah, ain't that something, y'all? How's Mecca so holy and it got a whole damn roach motel going on with it? Like, they take that as a sign? Like, where all the roaches came from? And why they all stopped over there by the cobblestone? They took a, what they call that, a Hajj? What they call that?
They got to report to Allah.
Right. The locusts and the roaches had to take a Hajj. They had to go report to Allah. You know, most high guys put spankers on them and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it, y'all. You know, but our people are still following the ways of that wicked ass religion, man. That wicked ass religion that has nothing to do with us. Let me get that Jeremiah. Biblical Shaw. That Jeremiah 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
God.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 2. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 2. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness.
You see that? We acting like the Arabians in the wilderness. We taking on their customs, their ways. These damn stinking Arabs, man. Right? These camel jockeys smelling like camel toes. Right? We taking on their wickedness. We taking on their ways. We threatening our brothers. We pushing Arab supremacy. We saying that, oh, no language is as great as the Arabic. That's what some of these Muslims are saying, man. They say no language is great as the Arabic. What happened to the language that came before Arabic? What happened to the Hebrew? What happened to the Aramaic? What happened to the Paleo Hebrew? All of a sudden, the Arabic is the greatest language. Why? Because it belongs to Ishmael. They pushing that Arab supremacy, man. We can't have it. Read that again from the top up, and then read the next verse after.
Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Therefore, the showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain. And thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed.
Right? So we've been committing whoredom with the false gods, especially the god of the Arabs. And we should really be ashamed. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Our brothers should be ashamed of themselves for following after the whoredom of the Arabian god. But we the ones that supposed to be giving an apology. They deserve to be giving us an apology. We should be getting an apology. That we have brothers that would jump into a fight for Ishmael when he was too soft to fight that battle himself. Khan?
Khan.
Aria, you got my rebuttal that I put up?
Yeah, I'll share that as well.
Yeah, Khan. Share that as well, because I had to answer Ishmael. I was in the middle of working out. Me and a brother was running around my cul-de-sac, doing some push-ups, squats, and burpees, a couple suicides. I was exhausted. My feet was hurting. But I seen that video by Ishmael. I'm like, not Ishmael, by Jake trying to act like Ishmael. I'm like, hell no. 30 days. Nah. How about I answer that today? I had to answer that. And I might just put up a few more videos and show them what them hadiths be saying about our people. Show them what the Quran be saying about our people. The Quran talk about black slaves all the time. The dude you following, Muhammad, marrying 6-year-olds and consummating marriages at 9 and 12 and all sorts of crazy stuff. Quran talking about beat your women and all sorts of crazy stuff. Messing with virgin boys and all sorts of crazy stuff they on. Colin King, you can play the video.
This is Deacon Shawapar Banyamya from the House of Israel congregation, right? The Hebrew Israelite congregation you may have seen at Howard University that had controversial acts of, you say, disrespecting the Quran. This goes to Shadi Aki, right? And all the other Muslims that say they speak for Howard University. Howard University, a so-called black college, right? With black students that's supposed to be perpetuating and educating black people on black history. We stand boldly against Arab supremacy and the history, right, of sex trafficking and human trafficking and oppression that Arabs through Islam has done to so-called black people historically. You Muslims, especially you black Muslims, cannot act so oblivious to the history of slavery that is perpetuated under the banner of Islam. We cannot act like the sub-Saharan slave trade did not exist. We cannot act like we're so offended by the atrocities of the transatlantic slave trade without bringing up the precursor or prerequisite of the sub-Saharan slave trade. The other people would even have a foothold in Africa, right, to commit the wicked act of the transatlantic slave trade without first the conquering under the banner of Islam in the sub-Saharan slave trade. They are the reason why those other people could throw it in your face. Oh, you sold yourselves. Black people sold black people. Why do they say that? Because so-called Africans and Arabs sold so-called black people into slavery to the people that committed the transatlantic slave trade. We can't act like that history didn't exist. And all because
us Hebrew Israelites, who are well-studied men, right, are educating and elevating our people with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and we showing complete rebellious acts against the Quran. It wasn't disrespectful, it was rebellious acts against the Quran, because the history of the Quran and Islam oppressing our people to this very day. Can you ask the Muslims for an apology for the sub-Saharan slave trade before you ask us for an apology? Can you ask the Muslims for an apology for continually, to this very day, selling so-called black people? They have prices on black slaves all over the Arab countries under the banner of Islam this very day. Can you tell the Muslims to apologize for catching our sisters, our women that are impoverished in America, flying them out to Dubai and making them porta potties? Can you ask them to apologize first before you use that aggression and that Arab supremacy to oppress the liberation of so-called black people, the liberation of their mind and spirits? You're still confused, thinking that the Arab's religion is for you. The Arab's religion is not for you, black man. We are liberating your mind, and you're fighting against us, committing the same acts as the so-called black people that sold black people, right, in the slave trade.
Khan, bring it out. Khan.
That's what we think about the Quran.
Khan.
Listen, we don't follow the Quran up here. We follow the Holy Bible, the scriptures of the Lord. Do you know there's a surah in the Quran
that Quran gets through so much because of me. Yo, he about to fight me over the Quran.
1 2 1 2. No. We good. Okay. But yeah. Do you know?
Yo, that's not yours.
Yeah, word.
Come on, man, that's not yours. Yo, hold on, right. Yo, right. You can't steal people's property.
That's our Quran to put on the ground.
I would never respect your religion, bro.
Yeah, Khan. All praises. I had to answer him real fast because I didn't want that video he put out to have too much momentum and put pressure on people to, oppress us even further than we already oppressed, especially when we giving out the true meaning, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. God? Right, because they have no idea, man, that the covenant is with us, man. We get that in Genesis 17 and 20. The covenant is with us.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 20. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
Right? He was made to be a great nation. So that's why he feel like he's superior, right? Because he get that Arab money, right? Get Arab money, right? He living right? But read on.
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year.
You see that? But the Lord's covenant is with us, man. Is with the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That covenant went with Isaac, not Ishmael. So yeah, Ishmael, you got your blessing. You are a big nation. You know what I'm saying? You're a rich nation. You're oppressing the children of Israel, right? Even though a lot of your people getting slaughtered by Amalek, you still like one of the top nations on earth. You know what I'm saying? Your hand is against every man. Like the Israelites were used by the CIA to destabilize the Soviet Union with the Al Qaeda and stuff like that. They helped destabilize the Soviet Union. Ishmael is a gun for hire, man. Is a sword for hire, just like in the Maccabees. The Ishmaelites were hired to try to fight against us because they had us against every man. They are a wild man and they are a rich nation. But that covenant is with us, man. Let's get that again in Romans 9 and 7.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 7. It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 7. Neither, because they are the seed of Abraham, are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Right? Because Abraham had more children than just, Ishmael and Isaac. He also had Midian, right? If y'all don't know that, that's in Genesis 25. I go to Genesis 25. Start at verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 1.
Read.
Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. And she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua.
So, yeah, Abraham, not only did Abraham have Sarah and Ishmael's moms, right? He also had Keturah, right? He had other wives, right? So he had other children. But in Isaac, that seed was called. Let me get verse 5.
Verse 5. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
He did what?
And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
So it didn't matter how much children Abraham had. What did he do? I'll read that one more time.
And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
That covenant went to Isaac and all Abraham had. His inheritance, everything went to Abraham, right? Read on.
But unto the sons of the concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country.
You see that? So he gave them like little gifts and tokens and say, hey, y'all got to get up out of here. This land belongs to Isaac. Done?
Done.
So we've been chosen and they've been hating. You know what I'm saying? And it's a damn shame that our people be perpetuating and participating in that Arab supremacy, man. We the ones that's superior. We the ones that was chosen. But our people rather be attack dogs, you know what I'm saying, for the enemy and human shields. Con?
Done.
So let me get that again in Romans 9, read verse 7 and 8.
7.
So that could all come in.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 7. Again, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Right. So we the children of the promise. That's earlier in the chapter. Right? We are the ones that's counted for the seed. We are the ones that are the children of God. We the ones that got the covenant. Ishmael, yeah, you was blessed to be a rich nation, 12 princes. You got that Arab money, you got that Dubai money, you got that Saudi Arabia money, you got that Kuwait money. Like if you look on the world's top 10 currencies, a lot of them Arab nations got currency that's worth more than the US dollar. Look at it. Check it out. That Kuwait dollar was worth more than the US dollar. Dubai, you know what I'm saying? Saudi Arabia, all of them. They're a rich nation. but that covenant is with us. Khan?
Con.
We the one that's gonna get the kingdom to come, man. That's why we're gonna take that kingdom by Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
Con.
Con.
You know, we got no time for that Arab supremacy, man. Right? Jerusalem is above all. Let's get that in Galatians. Get that Galatians 4 and 25.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 25. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 25. For this, Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia.
Right, and where?
And Mount Sinai in Arabia.
So Hagar or Hagar, right? Hagar, the mother of Ishmael, to let you know that she's connected in the New Testament to the Arabs. They say that she's in Arabia. Her descendants, right? Her children, the Ishmaelites, they are the Arabs. They deal in Arabia. Khan, that's what the New Testament is telling us right now. So when anyone tell you that Esau is the Arab, they got to explain that. Was Esau mother Hagar? Or was Ishmael's mother Hagar? You understand? Because that's another false doctrine people be trying to push. I don't understand why people be trying to say that. They be trying to save the white man so much. Even though you're not even saving the white man by trying to say that Esau is the Arab. You understand? But you be trying to push that Esau title on somebody else. Nah, Esau is the so-called Caucasian man, woman, and child. And Ishmael is the Arab. That's what Paul just said in the New Testament. The last mention of Ishmael and where he could be found in the New Testament was in what? Saudi Arabia, the Arabs. Read that again, on.
For this, Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answereth to Jerusalem, which now is, and is in bondage with her children.
So it lets you know that Jerusalem is in bondage, right? Our people are in slavery. But these Arabs still got to answer to us because we still have the covenant. That's what that scripture is breaking down. Even though we are in bondage, Jerusalem and her children are in bondage, we still have the authority over these Arabs because we got the covenant. They might be rich, but we got the covenant. Khan?
Khan.
Con.
Read on.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
You see that Jerusalem, we still above them. We might be in bondage right now, but we still above them. We may not have as much riches as them, but we still above them. We may not have the most people part of our movement, right? They got a whole lot of people that's Muslim, right? They say Islam is the biggest religion right now. It could be, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean nothing because they don't got the covenant. Jerusalem is still above, and is the mother of us all. Khan?
Khan.
Con.
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 Khan. I'm gonna break out some scriptures in the Quran. Then I'm gonna finish getting ready for camp. Aria, Cap, you gonna close us out for me while I get ready for this camp?
God, you close out with a prayer, and then in case the elder want to make any announcements, here and there, this and that.
Yeah, 'cause I gotta start getting ready for camp soon. I just tell them it's called the time.
The Water King.
Yeah, well.
So, Lakia, where you holding camp at today, Elder? Or are you doing a unity, or are you gonna be at 5 Points?
5 Points been doing construction. I think they've been doing that on purpose, but if they still doing construction, I'm gonna go do a unity camp with y'all were all over there in Woodrow Park.
Con.
Uh, let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 10.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 10. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 10. But miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope, who call them gods, which are the works of men's hands, gold and silver, to show art in, and resemblances of beasts, or a stone good for nothing, the work of an ancient hand.
So that stone is what? Good for nothing, man. That stone they worship is good for nothing. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible, thus saith the Wisdom of Solomon, man. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. That damn stone is good for nothing, right? And Ishmael, man, you know, he been a cast out since birth. He been always jealous of Isaac. That's why he plotted against us, man. And we can never forget that, right? And we got to tell our brothers and sisters when they try to go so hard for Ishmael and his religion that they are pushers of Arab supremacy, man. You always use that word to them. Like, oh yeah, you practice Arab supremacy. Whenever you run into them, Salakia. Whenever you run into them Islamic scoffers and Muslim scoffers, just let them know, oh yeah, you push Arab supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what it is, and it doesn't benefit our people at all, man. Because it's a worship of a dumb, useless stone, man. Khan.
God.
Let me get Isaiah 34 and 16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
And what?
And read.
Read on.
No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it gathered them.
See that? So the spirit is gathering his real people, his real flock. The sheep hear his voice, and we getting that from the book of the Lord. We don't need no other book. We don't need no damn Quran. We're not gonna want her mate. They try to mate the Quran with the Bible. Talk about this is the last revelation. Hell no, it's not. That's the first remix. They ain't the last revelation. The Quran was the first remix of the Bible before you had the Book of Mormons and all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if they want to be technical, if they call the Quran the last revelation, what is the Book of Mormon then? I'll be confounding Muslims with that. So the Book of Mormon don't count? He said that the angel visited him too. No, the Bible is the only book that we need. Every other book could get stepped on, caked, burnt, whatever. Kai?
God.
God.
Right. Goodbye, Ash. You know how to pull up them Quran surahs?
Which one you want?
I want Surah 2, 122.
This is Surah 2:122. O children of Israel, remember my favors upon you and how I honored you above the others.
You see that? Even in the Quran, even in their surahs, they tell you that the Most High God chose Israel above all. And like I said, these damn dusty, dirty Ishmaelites, they know who we are. They know who we are. But the simple fact that they got so much hatred and jealousy towards us, they won't tell us who we are because they know that the Most High God chose us. Khan?
Khan.
So why would they care if we step on their Quran when they disrespect their Quran all the time by not teaching this to us? They got a lot of so-called black people, even Hispanic people that turn Muslim. Why don't they point that out to them? But they worry about us stepping on Quran when they disrespect their Quran all the time? That's hypocrisy. Y'all disrespect the Quran all the time. Y'all don't follow the damn Quran, man. Let me prove they don't follow the Quran. Let me get Surah 3 and 4. They don't follow their own Quran, man.
This is Surah 3 and 4. Previously as a guide for people and also revealed the decisive authority. Surely those who reject Allah's revelations will suffer a severe torment, for Allah is almighty, capable of punishment.
Right? So he's saying that if you reject the revelations, right? So what revelations are they talking about? Right? Let's go to Surah 5 and 68.
Surah 5:68. Say, O prophet, O people of the book.
O people of who?
O people of the book.
Who's the people of the book?
Israel.
Right. Read on.
You have nothing to stand on unless you observe the Torah.
Unless you do what?
Unless you observe the Torah.
Hallelujah.
Come on,
the gospel.
Hold on. This is their book, right? This is their Quran.
God.
So why these Muslims always come around and try to scoff the Bible? I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's
Because
right here, plain in writing.
They don't even respect the Quran. They worry about us stepping on their Quran. They don't even respect their Quran, yo. They step on their Quran every damn day. If that's the case, worry about us stepping on the Quran. Worry about the Quran on the floor. When was the last time you picked up the Quran and read it? Because if you would read the Quran, you would never ever scoff us. You actually pay attention to what we're saying because you will understand your God better because your God told you to listen to us. Read that again from the top. I can read it through.
Say, O prophet, O people of the book, you have nothing to stand on unless you observe the Torah, the gospel, and what has been revealed to you from your Lord. And your Lord's revelation to you, O prophet, will only cause many of them to increase in wickedness and disbelief. So do not grieve for the people who disbelieve.
You see that? So it tells you if you don't listen to the revelations, you'll be punished, severely punished. And the revelations was revealed to the people of the book, their Torah and their gospel. And what is the gospel? Y'all do remember what the gospel is? The true definition of the gospel is Israel going to be saved from their enemies and rule over them. Khan?
Gone.
Con.
That's the true gospel. I mean, I got some time. We could get into it. You know what I'm saying? We could hold that surah before I even bring out any more surahs. We could get into what the gospel is. Let me get that Luke 4:16 right quick.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 16. The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read.
Come on.
And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written.
Bring it out.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He have sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister and sat down. And
That's it on that. So who's the captives? Who's the ones that's bruised? And Galatians will tell you that our people are in bondage. We are the captives.
Con.
That's what Galatians said. We're the ones that are in bondage. We're the ones that's captives. Right? You can read that in Isaiah 61, right? But I want to get you let's stay in Luke. Let's get Luke, the classic Luke 1 and 68 to 71. Bring that out.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
You see that? So that's what the gospel is. The gospel is Yahweh returning and wreaking havoc on these other nations and liberating the children of Israel. Freeing the children of Israel, putting them back on top as rulers. This is why in the book of Acts, the disciples, in chapter 1, disciples, they said, well, at this time, will you give the kingdom to Israel? That's in Acts chapter 1. Because that's the gospel. So the Quran told you to believe in the Torah and the gospel. That's what the Quran just said. And if you go back and read what those are, Ishmael, you should be very humble. Ishmael, you're supposed to be extremely humble when you come across some Israelites. But in your wickedness and in your evil Arab supremacy, man, you don't even follow your own Quran, even though your Quran is nothing but a remix of the Bible, right? They mix truth with lies, and it should be just used as toilet paper. But even in your own Quran, if you believe in the Quran so much, why are you not doing this? But you mad when we step on it. You disrespect the Quran all the time. Let me get Surah. Let's go back to the Surahs. Let me get Surah 3 and 48.
This is Surah 3 and 48. And Allah will teach him writing and wisdom, the Torah and the gospel.
What? Repeat that out.
And Allah will teach him writing and wisdom, the Torah and the gospel.
So why again do they come around scoffing the Bible?
And Allah will teach him writing and wisdom, the Torah and the gospel.
Right? So this is why you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got to read, man. Because these Arabs and these followers of Arab supremacy will push a narrative that our book is somehow corrupted. You can't believe it, but that's not what the Quran says. It's not. So what you should do is actually read for yourselves and do some studying to show thyself approved. Khan?
Khan.
Khan.
All right, let me get a couple more. We get a couple more, man. There's a lot more, but let me get a couple more. Let's stay in Surah 3. Let's get verse 93.
This is Surah 393. All food was lawful for the children of Israel, except what Israel made unlawful for himself before the Torah was revealed. Say, O prophet, bring the Torah and read it, if your claims are true.
You see that? So you don't even know what's real or what's not real, what's lawful, unless you don't know what's real or unreal. You don't know what's lawful or unlawful. You don't know what's clean or unclean unless you bring forth the Torah. Khan?
Khan.
I mean, it's playing upon tables, y'all. It's playing upon tables. Let me get the last one. Let me get Surah 10 and 94. And I gotta finish getting ready for camp.
This is Surah 10 and 94. If you, O prophet, are in doubt about these stories that we have revealed to you, then ask those who read the scripture before you. The truth has certainly come to you from your Lord. So do not be one of those who doubt.
So if they have any doubts if something's real or fake from what's been revealed to them in their Quran, what they supposed to do? They're supposed to come to the ones that had the scripture before them. Who's the ones that had the scripture before them, y'all?
Us. We.
Israel.
We are the Israelites. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai.
Israel.
But like I said, it's wicked as hell that we supposed to be teaching them, but they act like they supposed to be teaching us because we don't know who we are. You know, so I gotta get myself together, y'all, and get ready for camp. I'm about to head out in a few minutes, but this was a pleasure talking to y'all. And if I edified anybody in this lesson, all praises to the Most High. And y'all just pay attention to black faces that push Arab supremacy. Call me a shower.
Kwame
Yashala, King.
Mighty.
Kwame Yashala, King. Mighty lesson, King. Mighty lesson.
Beautiful lesson.
Phenomenal lesson, Deacon.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame
Almighty
Yashala.
Camp King. All praises.
Shalom.
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 Shalom. Shalom, mighty elder.
Shalom, elder.
Shalom, Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala, elder.
Shalom.
Yahaba Shema Shabakathum to the Akim. Yahaba Shema Shashamathun to the sisters. How's everybody doing? Doing good, elder. Doing good. I'm ready to go to camp, elder.
Shalom, doing good.
All praises, Kwame Yashala.